Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. This is a game called The Council, and I have to tell you, I rarely do this, but I'm recording this intro after I've played this first episode, and I mean the whole episode. I was originally a bit skeptical. The first 5 to 10 minutes are a bit strange. You might think the voice acting could use a bit of work. The facial animations are a bit strange, but I played the whole thing. I played 4 hours straight of this episode. It's going to be releasing 5 different episodes over time. And the way that this game works, it is a narrative-based game where you're making decisions on what to say and how to handle certain situations. It's different in the sense that it's more of like an RPG where you're unlocking certain skills, and the way that you're developing your character will allow you to do certain things, and if you don't have certain skills unlocked, you can't do certain things, and there's definitely choice. There is definitely different ways that things play out, and I am thrilled to see where this goes. So, I would recommend that you set the vibe, but what that means is turn off the lights, put your headphones on, turn the volume up, and just let yourself get right into it. It's a cool mystery. There's like a lot of weird stuff that's going on. Oh, I really hope you guys dig it. Give it a chance, and hope you enjoy. Here we go.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
That might be a problem, actually.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational and open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert.
Okay.
Von Borchert. Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Okay, so here's like our first choice. We can act or we can trust Mom. I mean, you can't not trust Mom ever. So, I mean, we have to do it.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
So now this is part of the RPG side, I guess, right? Where we unlock this trusting, which I guess we could probably develop and use against other people.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Thanks, Mom.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive.
This is
so
really
I can question
weird.
him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Their faces are very, unique. You know? Alright. Might be a little rough around the edges here. Let's see what happens. Ah, okay. So it does actually take place in 1793. It started the month before. Oh, look at that walkway with all the lit arches
Well
there.
done, Mother.
It's cool.
You just had to pick up von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Mother's missing. So, okay, we're like a team of some kind, but she kind of does her own thing. Notice it says episode 1. There's gonna be 5 episodes in this, I believe, they have planned.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again.
She seems to be doing
slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
It's personal.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing.
I promise it's not to do with the
Believe
party.
what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Now, I think there's going to be a
Anyway,
lot of like
consider
real
yourself fortunate,
historical
young
figures
man,
in here, like
because
George
there
Washington,
are many who
etc.
dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Let's deflect.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess.
caught on.
They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
What?
Mother? Oh
What?
shit, your hand.
So?
Whoa.
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No.
What the?
No!
Whoa.
You want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Was he imagining that, or is that...
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
What the heck?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
Yeah, seriously.
This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me.
Giuseppe,
What's happened to you,
Emily...
for God's sake. I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
And was that like a view into the future? Or something that happened already? Like... Very weird. Okay, we can kind of like...
Louis,
Not a
during
full-on
the trip,
sprint,
I had
but-
something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is like legit RPG stuff. Choose our class. So we could be a diplomat. Shines in society, a talented speaker, he avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Occultist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. And then a detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Now, choosing a class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available. Unlocking them will be more expensive. So this is politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, diversion. Manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, and subterfuge. That seems cool. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Oh, cool. Okay, so these are the trees. All right. You have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your past granted you 1 point in manipulation and 1 point in psychology. Okay, so this is manipulation, this is psychology. Read people's behavior like an open book. Interesting. Okay, or we could go down here. Looks like the past gives us manipulation and psychology for both. Or for all of them, maybe. Yeah, for all of them. And all of these unlock different type of, like, dialogue options, etc. 3 points left before level 1. Man, user... Okay, this is really... Okay, this is cool. This is different. I like this. Okay, what do we want to be? I think... Occultist seems pretty interesting. Manipulate people, that kind of thing. But detective is nice because it seems to give us, I don't know how this is going to work, but we get noteworthy details of oddly placed elements, which is pretty good. Logical mind and oratorical talents. I'm leaning more towards detective, actually. So this is the detective tree, this is the occultism tree, and this is the, diplomat tree. If we want to unlock skills outside of our normal tree, then they cost more money, or they cost more points, which seems to make sense. But it doesn't mean that we're stuck in the specific tree that we're in. We can branch out and grab things that we find value in. Okay, so logical mind and oratorical talents. Let's grab this. We can do, I think reading people's behavior seems really good. Even, I wonder if we, nah, we can't. We could max it out if we put like everything in there. Reduces cost and effort by 3 points. But I think let's spread it around. Noteworthy details, logical mind and oratorical talents, coordination against surroundings and sometimes against people, or anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Yes. Okay, let's do this.
Well, over the last few years, I solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'orgère, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
Kind of like what we're doing.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Oh, yeah?
Fine, Emily.
That's okay.
Tell me, I was actually helped
That's
on
weird.
that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Obviously not. Not at all, so lie to her. I'm gonna be honest.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
No.
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter.
That's so awkward.
Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Oh, okay. Personality. Okay, so so we had the option of her, like, brooch or her, I guess, speech. Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab in the menu. Immunity revealed, vulnerability revealed. Press space button to access your menu pages.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered.
Okay, so hold on. Journal, Hillsborough, immunity, logic. She's immune to logic. We don't know what her vulnerability is. Okay. Oh, this is kind of interesting.
Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, You don't have much of a place in her heart.
Yeah, but what's this vision? You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in the dedicated tab in the menu. So, talents. Okay. Whoa. Increase your effort points pool by 1. Reach level 3 in conviction. No longer suffer exhausted states. These are things that are going to happen over time as we level other things up. Okay, cool. Now, in terms of us, so vigilance, questioning, psychology, logic. If we have an opportunity to use this on her, we wouldn't, because she's immune, right? We have to figure out another way around it. Traits. Charismatic presence. You've always been charismatic. You trusted your mother. That's where that came from. And then we chose detective. Okay. We have her handkerchief. The blood stain on it is yours. It bears her initials. EH. For Emily, I believe. Yeah, Emily. And then we have Mortimer's invitation, which reads, Dear Monsieur de Richet, I'm writing you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to over-worry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible so we can shed some light on the mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Okay. And the art of knowing people by their psychology. Method by which to analyze individuals based on their physical appearance, notably their facial characteristics. I wonder if this is a real book. Johann Caspar Lavater, 1775. Okay.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
So I've heard. What do you know about her exactly?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
It's not very promising.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites.
Okay.
The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Aha! Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Browse your skills in the character tab in the menu.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless,
She obviously knows something about it.
Hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR.
Sarah de Richet.
Conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet.
But that could easily...
to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
Couldn't that
I
be
know
faked?
my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Okay. So... Okay, so some of these we can't even use because we don't have conviction or manipulation, but we have logic. Let me have the handkerchief, I'll take care of it. Yeah.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
That's a good example of
course
how
not, sir.
some of those traits are going to
It was
work.
never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Okay, so this is interesting. Here's servants. So vulnerability to logic and questioning. They're going to be immune to something, right? But we don't know exactly what that is. But anytime we reach these servants, we're going to have some power over them and some ways to kind of manipulate a bit. We now have Mother's Handkerchief, SDR. And... Okay, cool. Cool. I wonder... I'm just switching to the controller now. It seems to be a lot easier to move our guy around. And let's see if there's anything specific. Yeah, see, there's these things we can investigate that
must be an incredible
I couldn't
view
walk
from
up to
there.
with the keyboard.
Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Okay. Royal Jelly. Restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Press down to use it.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Okay. Okay. So that's at the bottom there. It seems like there's like 4 different types of... There's the honey. I don't know what the rest is, but I guess we'll figure that out.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Do we not want to... Can we investigate that or no? Is this rebar?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
So they blew it off? I don't know if there's any harm in taking it, so let's
might
take
just
it.
come in handy.
Could be a weapon too if we need to defend ourselves. I gotta say, like, this is kind of cool. This is different. This is not at all what I was expecting.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
There's a lot of stuff to check out here. Royal jelly, fine.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
And I'm kind of intrigued with this little mystery that we have going on, I gotta admit. Okay, okay. Nothing around the barrels. There is this other section off to the right I want to check out. Oh, here, never mind.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Which would suggest that it's pre-mother, perhaps.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Okay, so we're finding a lot of this royal jelly. This is helpful.
A wooden floorboard.
Okay, so this is vigilance. I think in most scenarios, unless we know that there's like an immunity, right? It would make sense to use our skills that we have.
Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up.
It was hiding
What's the
something.
point of doing this?
Choice already made.
By the splinters of the
Oh,
wood.
okay, so you can like
this
replay
floorboard
it.
has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition.
I wonder why someone ripped it up.
So that, if we hadn't had that, we wouldn't be able to kind of question that. We'd just
Probably
be able
comes
to
from this part of
examine.
the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Can we open this? I don't think so.
I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use that bar. Oh, look at this. So we can do lockpicks with subterfuge. Oh, that's cool. It's a difficulty of 3, though. The iron bar might break it.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
No, it's too strong. Oh, here's the agility. As a detective, we have some agility, I guess. Oh, what? Cool. So depending on what you have unlocked, like you might not even get in here. This might not be that important, but that's cool.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here?
Is that?
It's cannon powder.
I was gonna say, it looks like powder. So we don't have science, we can't examine the material. That's cool, okay.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
I don't know if it says much, but
Just
that
like
looks...
in my vision.
Yeah.
And none of it's telling me anything useful.
I was just gonna say, it looks exactly like the shape of the gun that she had.
Someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Alright, so we found some clues. Amber fragments. You found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Those effort points, I think, are those things in the bottom left.
Amber crystals.
Yeah. So once you complete one of those, then you'd increase the bottom left there. And effort's expended by using our skills. The higher we are in those skills, the less effort it takes. I'm intrigued. What is this now? Is this the same thing? Nope.
Hey,
Whoa.
there's something not right about this floor.
There's something under there.
It's different from the rest.
Because we have agility. And that 3 means it's going to take 3 effort points to get in there, which, as you can see, is quite a bit.
There we go.
But it works if you
See
have the
what's
effort
hidden
points.
inside.
I gotcha.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me.
That's
all
probably the book
time.
that they were talking about at the very
Judging from
beginning.
what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Is that the cannon powder stuff? Same
And
thing?
Judging by its consistency,
Yeah.
it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better.
So she's moving cannon powder around.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. An iron key completely rusted.
I wonder if that key would open the gate.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Well, she probably was. See, there's stuff like that, too, where it's like, uh-oh. What if we take the whole bag? Like, I don't have any use for the food, powder, or personal belongings. I'm gonna leave it, in case she was storing it.
I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. For
Yeah.
crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
I highly suspect that that was the key for that gate, too. But there were multiple ways to do it. Okay. Guys, I'm actually rather intrigued. Like, the story is really interesting, actually. There's some janky, like, voice acting stuff, and some of the faces are a bit weird, but it's way different than what I anticipated.
Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Okay, linguistics, occultism. We don't have any of that. See, oh, that's really... I like that some things are blocked off for us. Now, if we... Oh, so each one restores 2. Now, I don't know if we have the ability to use this, like, when we need the ability, or if we can... If we have to do it, like, in advance. But it doesn't make sense for us to ever have less than... Like, I don't want to waste one now, but if we have 2 empty slots, we might as well use one, I think.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?